People, welcome to Blu UK Jazz Dance. I want to give a testimonial about my friend Stella Kanu, but she's more than a friend. She's a former partner who, as an individual, who was my actual academic coach, mentor, and business coach and mentor at university, and from 2003. Amazing woman, a visionary woman who gives everything she can to support, help, and guide people who have potential, who want to be bigger, bolder, and better. The Dance and Spirit Jazz leadership is about individuals who push the boundaries of their learning, training, and development to support others. Individuals who understand what the road is from struggle to success. There's nobody in this world who doesn't know about struggle. Any leader in this world who doesn't know about struggle to success. It doesn't matter how rich you are, whatever. There's some form of stress in leadership. Leadership requires you to take responsibility for what you want to do. Requires you to have a vision for what you want to do, etc. Now, Stella Kanu as an individual, as I said, she was my academic coach. She was my life coach, a business coach. She supported me as a person with special education needs, and that special education needs was dyslexia. I, as an individual, had a vision. I met her in 2003. I met her at Decibels. I'm renowned for initiating a wide range of projects, and I told her about a new project I wanted to create. It was this freestyle arts crew, which was I created from '98. Basically, I trained my son to be a professional dancer. I developed him to be a pioneer of his own styles. He explored other dances. I introduced him to dances, and I wanted to merge his freestyle dances, with my styles. I wanted to pass on to him UK Jazz Dance, us working together, and I created a project with 16 dancers and himself. Stella Kanu was at a festival. Decibels was held in Manchester, where he brought black artists together to look at the future of them getting tours, and they brought promoters around the world to Manchester to look at the work that people were doing, to actually book people. I did not have a project then at that time. I didn't have the project. Was at the stage of a production. It was at the early stage of training and developing labs. So I had this thing called Blue Lab. For me to pass on my style, my son to pass on my styles, we had to use our oral tradition. We created a lab, and Stella Kanu supported and helped that. We went to see her project, which was called Freestyle Arts Management. It was called Freestyle Arts in London, and seeing what they were doing, and it was absolutely a phenomenal project, and I thought this is what I'd like to do. And I went to the Freestyle Arts Festival and was involved in it, and at the same time what happened as an individual, I was able to shadow Stella Kanu at that time. From 2003 I decided that I needed, one of the key things that was identified is I needed to underpin my vocational. I had a wealth of vocational knowledge, business management, arts management, sports, leadership, sports management. I needed to underpin it by academic rigor, technical rigor. Stella Kanu was one of the individuals who helped me do my personal statement to get in onto a foundation course, and then eventually onto my first choice university, which was Oxford Brookes University, my first choice, because they were the university that did the first module, the degrees, and basically I needed to as an individual shape my degree according to my vocational needs. Oxford Brookes offered that great opportunity, and it was the only university doing that. Secondly, Oxford Brookes offered me to do a degree to a business plan. And that's what I wanted to do, a business plan for my ideas for freestyle arts management, freestyle style crew, for what I wanted to do with Blu UK Jazz Dance. Stella Kanu supported that. She was my official academic business coach and mentor at Oxford Brookes University in my latter stages, and she did that work free. She was my academic coach throughout Oxford Brookes, and that was from 05 to 09. I could never have done it without her support, her help, her experience. She as an individual saw the vision I had, saw it could be achieved, and we sat down together, and what happened was we shared ideas how best to do it. I listened to what she said, and she guided me through, got to the last stage of my degree, and then what happened was, unfortunately, I had to take a proof time out due to having sepsis. I took a proof time out, and then I was involved in a house fire. cut a long story short, I ended up with a HND. One of the key things is that was still exceptional for the circumstances that we've gone through. Without her support and help, her guidance, I wouldn't have been able to have done it. That's simply as it is. And I wanted to give a testimony to this individual. She supported me very much, emotionally, physically, and academically, as an individual. And it's nice to see where she's gone from Oval House to being LIFT, the new executive director. Is beautiful, because they say people need to inspire you. Leaders need to inspire you. She's a leader, inspires you. Leaders should influence you. She influences me. Leaders should have your ear. She has my ear as an individual. We've known each other from 2003 to 2019, and we've supported each other with our own ideas, because as an individual we have something in our culture saying which we say, each one teach one. I have knowledge, and my knowledge I've shared with Stella. We come from a whole different places, because Stella's done a whole heap of projects and I've done a lot of projects. My projects I came from sound system. I initially basically got funded or invested in the projects myself. I never necessarily went for funding. But I then went on to be an arts manager administrator for a group called Cantamanto, and I took them to Percussion 88. I did prolific work with Camerata and Halle. So when we and Stella met, we could talk on that level. I understand where she's coming from, and she understands where I'm coming from, because she's an artist herself. And some people forget that even though she's an executive director, Stella was a writer, script writer. She was a singer. She played the bass. She understands what the road is to be a artist and practitioner, and sometimes people forget that. And that was how she was able to support me, because she always knew what the right thing to say at the right time, me being an artist and a practitioner. Blu UK Jazz Dance, the shame that Stella Kanu is a great person, a visionary. Where she is in her job today is through her hard work. She knows about struggle, and I want people to remember that. And she knows about success. They both in turn require you to be self-disciplined. They both require you to be devoted, to push the boundaries of your learning, thinking and development. And that's what Dancing Spirit of Jazz leaders do. They push the boundaries. They show limitless boundaries, and she's shown limitless boundaries in her career to date. Blu UK Jazz Dance out.